Good morning. Good morning to everyone. Today I checked the weather. Your weather announcer of the day is me, and the weather is beautiful. It is just absolutely beautiful. And so take my word for it. No matter where you are, no matter what the weather is doing, it's absolutely beautiful. But we're here now that we're done with the weather announcement. Then it's time to start our Zentangle of the day in this Beginner's Zentangle Learn With Me series that I am enjoying more than ever. I am loving this. We are on 33 today. We are doing number 33, and this one here is called Kaboom. This one is fun too. I love this. This one, if I'd have known this one on the 4th of July, I would have done this on the 4th of July for a special Independence Day. But I didn't know it then. I learned it later. So that's okay. I'm going to still, it's still July. So this, this one was created by Tabitha Bedoukin, Bedaukian, but it was taught by Cindy Pelly. I watch her a lot and I learn a lot from her. But there are so many things you can do with this one. This one right here is basically the kaboom. But you can then take that kaboom and look at here how, for the 4th of July, how I have colored that all red, white, and blue with the stripes and such for the 4th of July. This one I did in red and black, although I did a little bit differently here. Instead of putting the stripes all the way down, each cone, what we're going to call them, I put just another little V in there and colored it red. And that's pretty. This one, I got the lines going all the way down, and I did yellow and black, like a bumblebee. So pretty. This one has nothing to do with anything. Okay, nor does that one. Nor does that one. Nor does that one. Oh, I love that star. Okay, so what we're going to do, get a clean sheet of paper, and I'm going to start it. I'm going to get you all started with this. Get you all started. I love it. I love this so, so much. Okay, but then I think I've loved every one that we've done. So we'll just continue loving. That's what you do. Continue loving. Whatever you're doing in life, love what you do. Do what you love. Okay, so we're going to start in the center just with a circle, just so we know where the center is. Just a little circle. That kind of, I think I'll even color it in so I know where that is. Because I want all of my cones to point to that center dot. Okay, all of the cones, let me see. See, these are cones, all kind of cones layered on top of one another. They're all pointing to that center dot. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go, there's a cone, like an ice cream cone, and then round off the top. Just round it a little bit, like it's almost licked off, like you've had an ice cream cone for a while and you've licked off that much. Okay, and then go ahead and make another one somewhere. Maybe you can make it the same size, maybe you can make it bigger, maybe you can make it smaller. Again, it's a cone. And then let's go ahead and do another one here. And then finish off the top with that little rounded cone. This one came, my little round is a little odd, but when I go to finish the outside here where it's colored in black, I can amend that a little bit. So here I'm going to make another cone. That's kind of fat one. That's a little short fat one. And then we'll go and make another one. And now these are all the cones that are going to show at the front. Okay, now each cone that we make is going to layer into the back. Maybe. Okay, so I mean, I could put a cone right here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the one line up. That's the one side of my cone. But then the other side of my cone is going to come out of this cone, see? And so then I'll just see how it just put that one behind it. I just put that behind that one. This one went behind it. And then maybe I'll go like this here and this here. See how it's behind it there? And then cone around the top. And then I'm going to go do this one here, and it's going to also come behind. But now right here, maybe I want to just put one in the center, so I can just put that top, that round top. See how that went? So that filled in that space right there. And we'll go again. What you're trying to do is make sure your line is straight. That one there didn't get very straight. But you want it to actually be pointing to the center. If it's not exactly perfect, it's not going to matter once you get done all, you know, this isn't into being perfect. I'm not into being perfect. So if you all get perfect, then that makes me look a little goofy. So don't be perfect. And so there's another one went back there. And let's see, I'm going to have this one there, and then I'm going to just fill that one in with one hiding back there. And then we'll just keep going. And keep building them. Build them, build them, build them. Build them, they will come. And I'm going to fit one right in there. Okay, see, I've almost got my whole thing finished here. I like this so far. It's looking good. Now, also notice that I'm not doing this real symmetrical. It doesn't have to be perfectly symmetrical all the way around. Just like when you see an explosion of fireworks in the sky, it may not be symmetrical. Some may be, but some may not be. And that's what I see here is I see some 4th of July fireworks. That's what I see. Put that one in there. And then I've almost got this filled up. And then I'm going to go here, here, and around. And then this one, I'm going to just have it about this big and then come on over here. Now I have my the whole thing is filled in with these cones. And it's all filled in with the cones. And I think it looks good just like that. But now is when you can start decorating. Now the one that was showed was decorated like this with these on the edges of each one. And so I'm going to do that on these ends. And so what I do is just make that round little line, and then I color it in. But I color it in, but I leave just a little sparkle of white in the center. Just a little sparkle of white. See how those are? Each one has a little sparkle of white. So that is the part that you didn't color. And so, and then you go around and you do this. This is one too that is so meditative, so calming. If you are one who meditates, This is a great focus for your meditation. Very great focus to clear your mind of anything, of any clutter, anything that just kind of makes you anxious. Clear your mind of anything that seems unfair. Clear your mind. So nothing is on your mind right now except this art. And you might really not even have to think much about the art. If you're listening to music, just listen to the music. If you're not listening to music, listen to the hum of the fan or the air conditioner, or listen to your breathing. Just get very quiet. Right now, as I get quiet, I hear the hum of the air conditioner. I hear one bird chirping outside. This morning, it was about 2 o'clock. I woke up and I couldn't sleep. I just woke up. So when I wake up in the night, I get up. I don't lay there awake. So I got up and I went and sat outside in the yard. I didn't sit on the porch. I just sat in the yard on the lawn chair. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. And I just closed my eyes and I listened. I listened to you could hear crickets, you could hear frogs. Occasionally you could hear a bird. Most birds were asleep though. And off in the way distance you could hear a car going down the high road, but not very often. It was 2 a.m. And I could hear myself breathe. I was hearing myself breathe. And then I would feel a little breeze would come through. That little breeze, I'd feel the breeze and I'd hear it as it rustled through the leaves in the trees. And I just sat there still with my eyes closed as I listened and I felt. And it was wonderful. After I sat there for a while, I almost felt like I was floating. Every bit of pain, I do have pain, mainly. I got some pain lately in my ankles. And that pain even disappeared. I didn't have that pain. It was gone. But I sat there in that mindfulness, maybe? Nothing, just calm. It was just amazingly calm. And I do a lot of just meditation, but it's hard for me to clear my mind completely. But last night it cleared completely. It was nothing out there but the sounds of nature and an occasional car far away, not on our street, so it wasn't close, but they were far away. And that is what you can actually do as you are doing your Zen tangles. I guess that's what they would call a very Zen feeling. But I felt so good last night when I was just sitting there. Well, then I went back in, got me a glass of water, and I came in here and I did a couple of these here kabooms. And then after a while, I figured I'd go finish my sleep, which I was so calm by then that I went right back to sleep and slept till 7:30 this morning. And I slept so well. So that was nice. But that is what I'm just, yeah, I might have been overboard with my meditation here talk, but that is what you can actually do as you do your Zentangles or your Zen doodles or your Zen, whatever they are, you get into that Zen feeling. And it doesn't have to be like, even like I say, it doesn't have to be following the pattern that it's showing you in the book or showing you on the computer screen. It just, even if you're just doodling a whole page of nothing but circles, you can continue on and get yourself in that calm place. And everybody can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Look at that. See how pretty that is? Just like this. So that's just like this now. That's the Kaboom. See how they look different? They're the same thing, but they're each different because I made my cones just a little bit of different shape. And then you can decorate them with color. I kind of really like this one with the red. I think I put a little bit too much in the middle, but it's still beautiful. I love it just like that. And then patriotic for the 4th of July here in the United States. See, I just kind of was going and going. I kind of really like this one. And so what I'm going to do, not to keep you, not to keep you intentionally, but I'm going to, see, you can go with your lines all the way down and then color like every other line. But like the way I did that one, this one here, I just did a V down each one. So I went in the center and I made a V like this. And again, aim your V's down to the point, to the circle in the middle. And again, these V's can go in different lengths. And this is one that, again, you can do it in just black and white or in living color. And so I'm going to color these in with the red just because that's what I want to do. You can do any color you want. You can use your markers. You can use your colored pencils. You could even do this on watercolor paper and do a watercoloring of this. You know, I think I might want to try this one on in watercolor. I think that would be so pretty. Watercoloring is very calming way of painting, actually, in my opinion, because you have, and I am not a watercolorist at all, but just because it flows, just because that watercolor flows. And I'm using my Sharpies to color. I'm using my Sharpies. I did get my other pens, and they're sitting still. They're sitting still. And so I have used them, but I'm thinking that right now I like my Sharpies. One reason I haven't used them is because, well, they're all different nib sizes. And so then I get confused. I don't know which one I should use. And then I think, well, because they cost me $12, I don't know if I want to use up all that ink. Somebody told me they dry up fast, and so now I'm scared to use them. Because I don't want them to dry up. And then Sharpies don't cost that much money, so. But look at how pretty that's coming. And so there still is, I will be using my new pens because some of them have really, really got a fine nib. And so especially if I'm making something small, or if I'm working on a tangle, if I've drawn a tangle and I want to fill in those spaces, I may use them then with the small nib so I can get into smaller places. Because now see, if I was to be in just a very small place and try to draw this, I might have a little difficulty using a broader pen. But so that's where I'll probably use my fine liners. I'll save them for that. Which I haven't done an actual scribble tangle, whatever you call them. I haven't done one of them for a while. I'm going to have to really do one of those. That's what I call this one right here, where I did all of the scribble around and then filled in each one. Now, if I was to do this smaller, then I would need my fine liner to get my tangles drawn in like that, I think. And so, but for right now, I am really liking my Sharpies. You can get them in so many colors, and I'm learning that I really like color in my Zentangles. I really like color in some of them. Now, some of them maybe no, some of them maybe not. But now I'm going to just take my red and I'm going to go to the middle and just kind of just do some of those little lines. I've been interested in them lines for a while. And then what I'm going to do is a couple more right there. Then look at here what you can do now. You can go and aura around the whole thing. And this is what I mean by making it now your own. Once you've done that main tangle, then you can start making it your own. And the things that I am working on is what I have already learned in this series, is the parts that I have learned already. And just add to my I get in such a zen mode doing this that I can't hardly talk, so excuse me. But there I just did aura all the way around it. And then maybe I could aura around it again now with the black. Okay, I won't keep you all day, don't worry. not to worry. We've got to go kind of watch for the FedEx man. I don't know how in the world. I get an email saying your item has been delivered and left at your front door. I get the email. There is no item at my front door, nor is there one at my back door, nor is there one at the gate, nor is there one at the neighbor's house. So, but the second part of my order from Joann's is supposed to come today. And so I want to get that FedEx man and find out where he left my package yesterday. Because when I go to the FedEx site to find out, all they want to do is, what's your tracking number? They use that number, they track it, they say, okay, it was left at your front door. No, it wasn't. It wasn't left at my... Well, the tracking number says that it's been left at your front door. Go look again. It's not there. They said, ask your family members. Maybe they moved it. It was not there. We've been here all day. And anyway, if the man come through the gate to my front door, my dogs would have ate his feet. Until the farther they can get up because they got short legs. So I got to catch that FedEx, man. See where my order is. Now look at this. See there? And you can just keep doing stuff. Maybe I could go with some dots up here. Oh, I am keeping you all day, aren't I? Maybe at the top of my cones. Maybe I just... See, this is where you get ingenious and you use your imagination and you get creative. And you don't have to do it just like the directions say. Just start it by the directions, but then finish it on your own. And look at this. Look at this. I think this is looking beautiful. I think this is looking amazingly beautiful. I don't think you can argue with that. And yours will look even more amazingly beautiful. I have faith, lots of faith. Learning about the word faith too a lot. We all have so much faith. We have the faith that when we sit on a chair, that your chair isn't going to fall through the whole floor. That's faith. Now see, look here. Now maybe I want to go, since it is fireworks, maybe I'm going to get some extra flourishes or... Look at this. I'm just on a roll here. Am I on a roll or what? And really make it sparkle. Boy, if I had a gold pen or silver pen. But like I say, just... And then, you know, as I look at it, as you look at it, as you look at your food, I might say, well, I want all my corners. Maybe I want my corners here. The inside corners, maybe to be rounded a little bit. Yeah, maybe I better not do that. Maybe I can round these inside corners so they're not so sharp. Yeah, I like that. But I'm not going to worry about them inside ones. Those ones I'm going to leave like they are. And so you can just kind of round those inside corners like that just a little bit. Just a wee little bit. Kind of even gives it just a little bit more dimension. And I could sit at this thing all day long and I would get nothing else done in the world. But that's it. That is it. And that's the one I did here, similar. I did an aura around this one. This is what I started it with. Oh, this one I did go aura around it. And there's my happy 4th of July. And another happy 4th of July. And they're just all beautiful. Just keep going. Just keep going. They're beautiful. Okay. Now, another beautiful thing I have here is a poem. Let's go with a poem by Helen Steiner. Helen Steiner writes, okay, it opened up to this page, which says that everyone needs someone. People need people, and friends need friends. And we all need love, for a full life depends not on vast riches or great acclaim, not on success or on worldly fame, but just in knowing that someone cares and holds us close in their thoughts and prayers. For only the knowledge that we're understood makes everyday living feel wonderfully good. And we rob ourselves of life's greatest need when we lock up our hearts and fail to heed the outstretched hand reaching to find a kindred spirit whose heart and mind are lonely and longing to somehow share our joys and sorrows to make us aware. That's life's completeness, and richness depends on the things we share with our loved ones and friends. And yes, I need all of you. We need each other. And this is very good. I ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make. And I will see you tomorrow on the next Zentangle. Thank you for following along with me. God bless.